Joining us now is Scott McClellan, former White House press secretary for President George W. Bush, best-selling author of the book, What Happened Inside the Bush White House and Washington's Culture of Deception. Scott lobbed a major grenade yesterday, a political grenade, at this whole story. In an interview with CNN's new show, D.L. Hughley Breaks the News, which premieres tomorrow night. Watch.
But you haven't endorsed anybody. You haven't endorsed anybody. And it's McCain and it's Obama. You know, and I'm on a new show, and your endorsement would probably mean a lot. And don't look at the fact that I'm black or nothing, like, no pressure. Endorse somebody, damn it. Endorse somebody.
From the very beginning, I've said I'm going to support the candidate that has the best chance of changing the way Washington works and getting things done. I will be voting for Barack Obama.
Scott, was that difficult?
Well, yes, Larry. This was not a decision I came to lightly. I thought long and hard about it. I wanted to see the debates. I wanted to see what the candidates had to say, and I also wanted to do something that I think is important to do, and that is get beyond the elaborately crafted political facades of the candidates and delve a little deeper into what makes them tick and what drives the candidates to see who they really are. Now, I consider myself a centrist. When I went to work for then Governor Bush, I did so because I believed he was someone who was committed to working across the aisle to get things done, as he had done as governor of Texas. I thought we could bring that same sort of bipartisan spirit to Washington and change the tone. Unfortunately, it didn't happen. I'm supporting Barack Obama for two primary reasons. First, I believe that he can change the way Washington works for the better. I believe he is genuinely committed to ushering in an era of post-partisan leadership that is focused on moving us away from constant campaigning grounded in excessive partisanship and back to rational debate, deliberation, and compromise, and focusing on getting to common ground so that we can get things done on the big priorities facing this country. I think he has the potential to be a transcendent leader, someone who will rise above the politics, the hardline ideology of left and right, to find that common ground, to build consensus in order to solve some big problems facing this country. Now, the second reason I am voting for him is because I believe he has demonstrated during the course of this campaign that he has the temperament, the judgment, and the strength of character to be president of the United States. And he has done that in the way he's conducted himself in the campaign and some of the judgments he has made along the way.
Has the McCain campaign in any way disappointed you?
Well, yes, but this is more a reflection of that I think Barack Obama is the better candidate and will make a better president. I think very highly of John McCain, but he has not run a very strong campaign. You've seen in recent columns that some of his strategists saying that he's been fighting from tactic to tactic. He really hasn't offered a hopeful, forward-looking agenda like Barack Obama has. And so I am disappointed in some ways that the campaign has been conducted. I liked it when he was at the convention. He talked about taking on Washington, and earlier he talked about ending the permanent campaign style of governing. I think that's good, and I think that he has had a record of bipartisan leadership. But I think Barack Obama has the potential to fundamentally change the way Washington works, and I don't think John McCain can do that. I think he might bring some marginal change, but I don't think it would be the kind of fundamental change that this country needs at this time in our history.
Have you spoken to Senator Obama?
I have not. I've not spoken to Senator Obama.
Do you plan to call him or discuss anything with him?
Yeah, if he wants to talk, that's great. Or if anyone on his campaign wants to, that's fine. But I'm just here to speak out and make my choice known that I think Barack Obama is the best candidate at this time in our country's history, and that he does have the potential, again, the potential to really be that kind of transcendent leader that will move Washington forward in a very positive way and move America forward in a very positive way.
You can't agree with everything, though, right?
No, that's true. I think on some fiscal issues, he's probably more to the left than me. There's certainly, but what I'm betting on and what I believe, I mean, either candidate, you're taking a little bit of a chance. We don't know what they would do specifically as president. We've heard from them, but we don't know once they actually get in there. So you have to really look at what drives them and what motivates them and what makes them tick. And I think we've been able to see that over the course of a campaign. And I'm betting that Barack Obama is the kind of guy that genuinely wants to govern in a pragmatic way and reach out to get things done.
More with Scott and a few who might question what he's doing in 60